So we'll jump into this game momentarily. Just waiting for people to pick up heroes. We see Let Me Go playing the Razor. That'll be their carry. Oh, just waiting for a few more people to pick up heroes, and then we will jump right into this game. And there's one more person from EverNova. And there we go.
Why aren't they doing anything? They're just standing around. Relax.
I need a bit of a pause to come out from the side of EverNova. I need to sort out their heroes a little bit here. So we see Mercy Please on the Zeus. That was their... I believe that was their Vengeful Spirit last time around. And we see Derp Derp on the Witch Doctor. So that should be their two supports. They'll run this Morphling as a bit of a core. Or maybe run him down. I have no idea at this point, honestly. Any three of these heroes could really play in any lane. We'll see what they want to do. We'll see the Lich TP directly into the top lane. He'll just throw down a nice lane ward again. And once this game unpauses, we will jump right into the action here. So we'll run through heroes while they're all sitting in the well. Now we have Sovereign playing this Abaddon. We have the Death Prophet played by BSJ. Frozen is on the Ogre Magi, as he was last time. And we see Slayer on this Nature's Prophet. And that leaves Carlton over on this Lich. For the side of EverNova, we have Let Me Go playing the Razor. Okay, playing the Invoker. Mercy Please on the Zeus. Rain on the Morphling. Derp Derp on this Witch Doctor. And I believe that was the entire lineup. So the Zeus has the taunt, and he is a fan of hitting that button for now until the game actually gets going. We see the lane ward plop down by the Lich. We actually see Sovereign head straight into the enemy jungle. He'll drop down a ward of his own in the jungle. Should keep him a little bit safer, in the offlane if that's where he's going to be playing. Looks like the Slayer, Nature's Prophet, is going to be running down in the top lane to sort of play the carry. But he could also TP down here and take over for Sovereign. See BSJ and Carlton setting up camp on this top ruin here. And it looks like EnemyGG will let EverNova have the bottom ruin, expecting to get the top ruin for themselves. Just the Witch Doctor in the area up top, so this will be an easy ruin for Death Prophet, and Razor grabs the ruin. In the bottom, so we'll see Razor set up position in this mid lane, backed up by the Witch Doctor for right now, and we'll see the Lich and BSJ on this Death Prophet set up camp in the mid. We see Rain on this Morphling heading down the top lane to go up against Slayer's Nature's Prophet. Lich rotating around, doesn't have a Frost Blast or anything, so really just trying to get a little bit of information, make sure there's nobody hiding over there from the side of EverNova. See Sovereign and Frozen down on this off lane here, going up against Mercy and OK on this Invoker. This will be a pretty exchange heavy matchup down here. Sovereign has the sustain to trade hits with the Invoker pretty much all day long. See Slayer going up against the Witch Doctor and Morphling all in his own for right now until the Lich rotates out of the mid. I imagine he'll make sure the Death Prophet can secure a little bit of farm before he rotates out. However, you see plenty of regen on the Death Prophet for right now. Salve comes out for the Razor. He just has a shared Tango and a Fairy Fire left as the way of regen, so hopefully the Death Prophet and Lich can work through that fairly quickly and force the Razor out of lane. Right now we see Morphling and the Death Prophet leading up the last hit board, followed closely by the Nature's Prophet and this Abaddon, who's having a fairly easy time up against the Invoker, as the Ogre Magi has been able to keep the Invoker fairly far back with the help of the Ignite spam, but he is all out of mana now, so that harass will slow down, and the Invoker will start to come back into this game just a little bit. 300 gold up on the Death Prophet, has her Boots of Speed. Razor has his bottle completed, flying out to him right now in the Courier. It's a nice little deny underneath that Death Prophet. Make a quick play on to Slayer here. No waveform forward. Rain taking heavy damage, morphing up strength to survive. Slayer won't go down to this Maledict, not quite enough damage. Is able to come out from the Morphling. It doesn't have that early pointed adaptive strike, obviously, so if he would have sacrificed the point somewhere else, he could have had a kill there probably, but they'll give that one up for right now. Sovereign and Mercy, or Sovereign and Frozen making another dive onto Mercy here. EMP will come out, keep this Ogre Magi nice and low. Has the Boots of Speed up and has the Mango 5 HP regen, so this Ogre Magi probably won't die anytime soon, but he's going to be pretty hurting on mana for a while. You can see Death Prophet, 17 last hits. Closest behind him is this Razor with 13, 14 last hits, followed by the Morphling and Abaddon, both tied at 13, 14.
Radiant's top tower is under
You see the Invoker only has 3 last hits so far. He's really having a tough time up against Frozen and Sovereign here. It looks like Frozen's going to go for a bit of the dive. Already ate the Mango, won't be able to get a kill, and Ghostwalk will come out from the Invoker. Carlton and Slayer chasing Mercy here. He aggroes Roche, trying to get a deny. Unfortunately, the Lich is able to get the kill onto Zeus there. Roche was not cooperative with his strikes. We can see Razor up to level 5 now. Gotten back up to the Death Prophet for the most part. Death Prophet fell back a level once the Lich left. Has to play it a little bit safer. Doesn't want that Razor to quickly burst her down. Okay, we'll run into Frozen. No mana for anything
Dire's top tower is under attack.
on Frozen just yet. No regen to speak of, so he'll be fine. See Slayer TPing back to the top lane here. He'll try to stop this push coming out. BSJ has the bottle running. We'll see his last hits start to accelerate once again. Lich is actually setting up on the bottom lane here. Looks like they're trying to set up a kill onto this Invoker. Frozen's going to get EMP'd, lose most of his mana. Frozen will probably go down. Nope. Sovereign had the mana and the shield ready to go. That'll save Ogre Magi for now. He'll just slowly tangle back up. Has plenty of HP regen. Slayer harassing away the Morphling and the Witch Doctor up top here. Death Prophet maintaining her lead in the mid lane at 33 last hits, followed closely by the Razor at 26. And right after that is this Abaddon at 26. Morphling having a pretty good time up against the Slayer Nature's Prophet here. We'll see Slayer TPing in to make it go onto the Razor. They'll throw out the ward, or the tree, sorry, exorcism will come out from BSJ. Fairy Fire comes out from the Razor. That'll keep him alive. They'll be able to finish off the Witch Doctor. Razor, however, will get away. Oh, that Fairy Fire saving his life. Carlton and Vizruin up, not able to catch the Razor. And now we'll see an EMP come out from Ho-Okay, trying to keep himself alive. That'll run Sovereign out of mana and Frozen out of mana, so they won't be able to dive it for a kill onto the Invoker just yet. Oh, 1-0 coming up for EnemyGG. See Razor TP back into the top lane here, or the mid lane, sorry, and with the quick plasma field coming out, he'll chase away BSJ and Carlton. Okay, and Mercy hiding underneath this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. Really don't want to go down to Sauron. He's only at level 5 for right now, 29 last hits, but he's actually behind this Invoker now that the Invoker was not able to get a kill. I thought he got a kill. Nope. So sharing all of his experience with this Ogre Magi is really setting him behind, as the Zeus has pretty much been pulling to get his own levels up and making sure the Invoker gets plenty of levels. We'll see Slayer trying to trade with Rain. Tower doing a lot of damage here. Rain will move back in, quickly finish off the Invoker, and the Morphling won't go down just yet. We see the Death Prophet rotating over, trying to get a trade here. Witch Doctor will throw out the coconut to delay these birds, or sorry, the treants. Phase Boots come up for the Death Prophet. Should be able to finish off the Witch Doctor here. He'll TP out, no way to cancel this TP. And a nice 1-0 trade going the way of EverNova. And pretty clean kill at that. Down in the bottom lane, Carlton set up camp with Frozen and Sovereign outside the tier 1 tower. Fortunately, the Zeus has plenty of mana and will continue to spam up. Razor comes in, alt rolling. This will be the death of Sovereign, likely. Doesn't have his level 6 yet. And there goes the Lich, there goes the Abaddon. Quick double kill coming out from the Razor with the Haste Ruin. And that'll be his completed power treads. Slayer moves into the middle lane here. Look at getting as much damage as possible onto the mid, as BSJ's elsewhere up top. That we can see what was about a 2,000 gold lead for EnemyGG falls down to about even now. Invoker up to level 6, only 18 last hits, but has his Phase Boots ready to go. A whole level ahead of this Abaddon. There's finally the level 6 for the Abaddon. He will level up his ult now and be just fine against any sort of ganks that come out towards him.
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower is under attack.
We'll jump it over to net worth. We can see Death Prophet, 4,000 gold, just slightly ahead of this Razor by 200 gold. See the Razor, the Witch Doctor grouping up in the mid lane, looking to take out this mid tier 1. Slayer is able to deny the tier 1 tower up top. Morphling hunting in the woods. He'll just clean up a couple creep camps as Slayer denies that tower underneath him. Frozen, Sovereign, and Carlton all very low. Not much regen on any of them, so we'll see the Ogre Magi and the Lich head back home. Abaddon's obviously not too worried. He'll have borrow time up in 15 seconds. As long as nobody goes on him, but right now he'll be just fine. BSJ now back in the mid lane. We'll kill a couple creeps hitting his tower. Find a nicer regen ruin in the bottom lane. Slayer will TP down to the bottom and look at starting to push this bottom lane up against the Invoker here. BSJ will try to mount a defense up against the Razor, Witch Doctor, and Zeus coming in from the mid lane. Has the Exorcism ready to go. We'll see if anybody TPs in to help him, or if they just decide to let this tower go and try to get a trade on the bottom. Invoker not really looking to give this one up for free. They will be able to finish off the tier 1 tower, and the long range Death Ward will finish off the Death Prophet. So a free hero kill and a free tower so far for EverNova. Sovereign now in the area, bloodlusted up, racing forward, trying to kill this Witch Doctor. He'll finish off the Witch Doctor, now set his sights onto the Razor. Shield pumps, gets Razor fairly low. Abaddon ult comes up, that'll heal him back up. And so they quickly turn that around, 2-0. Now it's a 2-1 after the Death Prophet is dead. Slayer will TP in, tree trap up Rain, quickly morphing up his lot of strength. He won't have any troubles. Invoker, in the meantime, has walked his way to the mid lane, waveform forward by The Morphling will kill Slayer. BSJ now back in the area, has the Exorcism ready to go. Will let it fly. They're just setting up camp here in the mid lane. Exorcism will slowly work through. Derp, Life Leech, or Spirit Siphon, sorry. Will finish off the Witch Doctor, but now BSJ is taking tower shot solo. The Zeus will pop the ult, finish off the Abaddon, and the Morphling will move back in, finish off the Death Prophet. In a long, drawn-out fight, I think in the end we're at about a 4-4-2 or 4-4-3. Zeus will survive after that. Morphling will survive, both heading back to the base to heal back up. So the entire team of EnemyGG died at least some point during that engagement. 1,600 gold going the way of EverNova after that. And we'll check, we'll check the net worth, and it'll probably level off at about 5k in advantage of EverNova once this graph stops going up. Sovereign having continuing connection problems as he was last game. We'll use this time to check around the map here. Morphling back in the wild, healing up, has the Perseverance and 1,000 gold. He's working towards that Lincoln Sphere as you'd expect from a Morphling. Zeus, Arcane Boot, Soul Ring. See if he turns that into an Aether Lens. Nature's Prophet, just going towards Drums of Endurance. Invoker not going for the Exort build this time around, so doesn't have that. Hand of Midas probably picks up a Yule Scepter, I'd imagine, next. Death Prophet working towards a Yule Scepter of her own. Razor just picking up a mech first. Witch Doctor just smoking boots right now. Ogre Magi, Arcane Boots, Lich, and just boots of speed. Sovereign going for a Vladimir's Offering. I'm just trying to go as much early tank as possible. Keep him alive, boost up his damage. So EnemyGG will continue to push in this mid lane here with 3 heroes. They have the Ogre Magi in the area to continually pump out the Bloodlust onto Abaddon. Won't be able to do anything as the Razor's in the area. The Zeus illusions here to scare him off. And it's actually a replicant of the Morphling. And the Witch Doctor's also in the camp. Smoke up from the side of EnemyGG. They'll find the Invoker, not able to get the ult on, or the Fire Blast off onto the Invoker. Invoker will walk away. Zeus and Morphling will finish off the Nature's Prophet up top. Let Me Go. Diving onto Sovereign here. Sovereign will just TP out. As soon as that ult ends, Let Me Go would have just destroyed him with 168 stolen damage. Invoker giving chase to this Ogre Magi. Should be able to finish him off. Just needs one last right click. There's a dead Ogre Magi going the way of the Invoker. So across the map, a 2 for a nil. 1,000 gold going the way of EverNova. They'll group up, take out this bottom tier 1 tower now. Razor in the meantime pushing in this mid lane. He'll get trapped up by Slayer. He will TP out. Don't quite have enough damage to finish him off. No stun to speak of up there. With that distraction, EverNova will look for the trade on the bottom lane. They have the fort up. They should pop it. They will pop it. Doesn't look like they'll come in to defend this. Just trying to get a trade on their mid tier 1 for EverNova right now. One last right click. They'll finish off the tier 1 tower here. Invoker actually already TP'd home, looking to stop the push coming out from EnemyGG. Not able to make it happen just yet. Razor steals a little bit of damage from the Abaddon, but EnemyGG won't press their luck and they will back out. Mercy kept the push going towards the bottom tier 2 here. Won't be able to do anything about that himself. He'll just have to back up as the Nature's Prophet TP's in. Morphling hunting in the woods. Has his ultimate orb completed. Just needs about 400 gold, or I think it's 500 gold to complete that. Lincoln Sphere, sorry. Zeus ult will spot out this Ogre Magi and kill off the Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet able to finish off the Witch Doctor, however, with must have been his trance getting surround. We'll see Razor hunting down BSJ's Death Prophet here. Throws out the Plasma Field. One last right click will finish off the Death Prophet. She is able to complete her Eul Scepter before she goes down. That a 3 for 1 coming out across the field. About 800 gold going the way of EverNova once again. Those couple kills, okay, we'll look to push into the mid tier 2 here. Abaddon takes out the bottom tier 1 tower. Looks like they'll just start pushing towards this bot tier 2, trying to go for a bit of a trade with EverNova. Morphling and Razor take out the top tier 2. Invoker still putting pressure onto this mid tier 2. If Razor and Morphling move over, they can take out 2 tier 2 towers. Looks like they'll think about defending their bottom tier 2, but just walking over. No TPs coming out. We see the Witch Doctor and the Zeus heading in. Tier 2 tower down to about half HP. We'll see EnemyGG start to back out as the TPs actually come in now. Should be the death of the Lich here. He pops the Chain Frost before he does go down. Morphling moving forward. Adaptive Strike won't quite catch him, but the Tornado will. That'll be the death of the Lich. Witch Doctor goes down on the back of that fight to the Abaddon. Ghost Walk comes up from Invoker. Dust comes out. Just misses the Invoker, unfortunately. And the Razor tries to TP out. Death Prophet moves back in with her Eul Scepter. Throws a Razor up. Or sorry, that's the Zeus. Throws him up in the ground. That'll be the dead Zeus. Morphling trying to escape. Has the Lincoln Sphere completed. He will Remnant back towards the Invoker and be just fine. In the end, a 2 for 1 going the way of EnemyGG. About 1,000 gold going their way. And they'll continue their push on this bottom tier 2 here. Exorcism is ready to go for the Death Prophet, so she can pop that anytime. Looks like she will pop it to secure this bottom tier 2 tower. Maybe try to push high ground while they have it running, but most likely just use it for the team fight. Silence comes out, Melodic comes out. Witch Doctor immediately gets the Death Ward cancelled. Does a little bit of damage towards this Death Prophet. She's giving chase. Out of creeps for right now, so they probably won't look to push this. They'll just back up, play this safely. Might head towards the Roche Pit. Exorcism will be down before they get to the Roche Pit, though. Slayer TPing up to the top lane. Has the Oblivion Staff, just working towards an Orchid. BSJ will just farm the jungle as best he can with his Exorcism before it goes down. Sovereign has the Vladimir's Offering completed. Does he have something flying out to him? Looks like he's getting a Drums of Endurance to go with that Vlad's. We'll see what he wants to pick up next. Lincoln Sphere, Ring of Aquila, completed for this Morphling, sitting on another 1,000 gold. EMP will catch out the Ogre Magi here, but Invoker has to back up as 3 players from EnemyGG are in the area. Check the graphs here. About a 5,000 gold advantage for EverNova at this stage. XP, about 5,000 experience their way. We can see the Morphling and the Razor leading the board. Death Prophet's only 500 gold behind the Razor, so about 1,500 gold behind this Morphling. So definitely not an insurmountable lead at all for EverNova. As long as they continue to take good trades, they shouldn't have too much trouble closing out this game, however. Might take them a while, but... Invoker going for a Orchid of his own now, it appears. Razor has the mech completed, has the Yasha sitting on him. Probably going for an S and a Y. Slayer and Sovereign head down towards the bottom lane. Maybe they'll head in towards the Roche Pit. Invoker scouts it out with Sunstrike, make sure nobody's in there. Slayer will try to get this lane pushed out, and then maybe they can look at stinking the Roshan. EverNova up on top, continuing to push. We see the Veil of Discord come up from the Zeus. Only tier 2 remaining for the side of EnemyGG is this mid lane. I don't see too much pressure coming out from EverNova towards this mid. Just trying to keep the top lane pushed in as much as they can right now, it appears. And we'll see EnemyGG move into the Roche Pit, have the Exorcism rolling. Invoker will get there in a decent amount of time. He can throw out their Tornado now, might hit a couple people, won't get it out in time. We'll see the Razor Replicant move in. It throws a Tornado out now, delaying all of EnemyGG. Take a lot of damage from this EMP. Aegis is up on the Death Prophet, but doesn't have the Exorcism to pop, so won't be too much use on her. Morphling's able to pick off the Lich in the background. Get the Abaddon down fairly low, giving chase, surrounding him. He'll TP out in the woods. Morphling has plenty of damage to burst through him with the Adaptive Strike coming out, a double kill for the Morphling. And that'll be, with that Lich kill, it's probably more like 700 gold going the way of EverNova. So EnemyGG able to secure an Aegis, but it's on the Death Prophet, who doesn't have another Exorcism for another 70 seconds, so she won't be able to do too much with it. Razor has a Sange probably flying out to him, yeah. So there's the SNY completed for the Razor, and they take out the last outer tower for EnemyGG. And now we'll see what EverNova wants to do. Probably look for a pick-off outside the base. Oh, there's a tier 2 in the bottom lane up still. I don't know how I missed that one. So they'll group up, take out this last tier 2, and then just look for a pick-off before they try to break high ground. With no Aegis, it's a little risky right now. EverNova not feeling confident to go for a tier 2 push, not wanting to give away any of their lead. Check the graphs again, just over 5k in their advantage. BSJ has the Aegis ready to go, has a Soul Booster. Looks like he's just going for an Octarine Core first. Razor will spot him out, starts with a leeching damage. Will stay with him for quite a while, going to be able to steal quite a bit of damage here. Exorcism comes out from the Death Prophet. She goes down instantly, so there's pretty much a wasted ult, and that's pretty much why you don't put an Aegis on the Death Prophet. As soon as she goes down, her ult is over. But they are able to get a favorable trade off the back of that one until that Abaddon goes down to the Suicide. Probably wasn't planning on that one. Morphling rolling in. This will be a dead Lich. A 4-for-0 or 4-for-1 going the way of EverNova, but one was a Suicide. So unfortunately the thing didn't update correctly after that one, but it's probably another 1500 gold going the way of EverNova, and we'll see Sovereign drop once again. BSJ says he's dead for 20 seconds anyway. He'll be back in time, won't really matter. And guess they don't plan on him buying back. They'll pause it again if if he's not back by the time he's alive. And Abaddon arrives just as he respawns. Nothing to worry about. Casters talking for no apparent reason, and players can obviously handle this. They unpaused, they paused, let them deal with it. With that fight, we'll see about 8,000 gold advantage going the way of EverNova now. Octarine Core, 600 gold away, and only 400 gold away now for this Death Prophet. Actually see the E-Blade come out for Morphling. Slayer will go down. Looks like he was just AFK in the woods there. Spotted out by the Zeus ult, and the Orchid quickly finished him off. Morphling waveforming forward, trying to finish off the Abaddon. Has his ult down here. We'll see how deep he wants to go. One last adaptive strike, not able to get him low enough to make it worth it. Ethereal Blade still on cooldown for another 8 seconds. So with one helper, the Morphling will be able to finish off that Abaddon fairly easily now.
Oh, jeez, Morty, they're going after Tire's bottom tower.
Be about 10k gold advantage for EverNova. After that last kill, Invoker stalking in the mid lane. Looks like they want to try to make a go on to Abaddon. Lich will spot out the Invoker. However, Invoker completely surrounded right now. They don't have any detection besides the dust, and the Lich doesn't just spontaneously pop it. So the Invoker will just move through the lane. He'll avoid the creeps. Abaddon will pick off the Witch Doctor in the jungle here. Invoker just up in the top lane, just scouting away, not really sure what he's looking to do up there. We'll see about 1,000 gold going away with EnemyGG. They'll group up, head down towards the bottom lane. We see the Morphling moving in on the top lane, however. Slayer will TP home to look to defend against the Morphling. Invoker has now decided to show himself. He'll creep cut and take out that wave of creeps. Stop the reinforcements coming in for EnemyGG for a little bit. EnemyGG breaking high ground. They're trying to trade with this Morphling here. We see the tier 3 is already dead. Working on the racks up top. EnemyGG, or sorry, no, enemy has not been able to finish off this tier 3 just yet. Tier 3 now goes down. Morphling able to finish off the melee racks up top. However, though, Slayer's not really able to do anything against this Morphling. See the Zeus ult come out. Everybody of EnemyGG going low. Morphling now back in the area. He will instantly get the Death Prophet down to about half HP. Morphling moving in. He will finish off the Abaddon. He finishes off the Death Prophet. Rolling forwards. They'll clean up the Ogre Magi in just a second. Invoker will finish off the Nature's Prophet in the meantime, and EnemyGG will tap out. They've had enough. That was a rough game for them.